And hello, hello. Let's play a little Balatro. Let's play tonight, this morning. I don't know when you're watching. I think I've recorded sessions in just about every day part. I've done mornings, I've done afternoons, I've done night, I've done late night. This one, I think, will be the first that I've recorded in what most people would call the wee hours. That's about 1 o'clock in the morning. But I figure if you can watch at any time, I can record at any time. We'll see how this goes, and we'll also see how long a session this turns out to be. May not be that long, but we'll give it a go here. Reviewing what we've gone through in the first few sessions, we have a win with the red deck, the blue deck, and the yellow deck. That unlocks the green. We also have the black deck unlocked. Tough one for me because it is -1 hand. We have the magic deck, which you start with the crystal ball and 2 copies of the fool. We have nebula. Gives you telescope voucher and -1 consumable. The telescope voucher ensures that any packs you open with planet cards will have your most played, I believe is correct. We have the ghost deck, and those are the ones available to us. With the 3 decks that we have won with, we do have the option to go up to the red stake, the small blind, giving you no reward money. But I think we'll try to see if we can unlock another deck. Let's see. That would unlock. Yeah, green would unlock one. Green. End of each round, you earn no interest. You get $2 per hand you have left over, and $1 per discard. Maybe we'll just give that a go. It's next in line, so we will give it a crack here. Do we skip? Probably not, because you're making money from playing hands and having discards left and that sort of thing. So let's just play straight away. No point to skipping right now. Almost got it. We'll get a little something here. Yeah, more than enough. We have all our discards, so we'll get a little cash. See if we can't build ourselves up. So there's 2 remaining hands, 3 remaining discards. That paid a total of 7 plus the ante of 3. So we get 10 in total. What do we like here? We have an undiscovered joker, which would do us no good straight away, but could be good later. So let's take that, and we'll also do the celestial pack here to try to build up something and figure out what we're going to play toward. I guess we'll take the 3 of a kind, level it, move on to the next round. I think again here we'll play just to build up the money a little bit. Could take the pair, which would be worth about 60. Actually, I don't hate that. Let's do that. Take the pair, take something small. Got 3 hands to work with. We just need a little better outing. Sitting on a possible straight draw. Sitting on possible. Now here, we could take this again. Be another 60, but then we would really need to do well. The blueprint joker doing absolutely nothing for us. This will get us a little further, and we would still have the wide open straight. We will need something though. We do have the straight. Is it enough? I may have. This may not go well. We need 2 10s, so we would need 50, 15, 20, 30. Yeah, it should just get us over the top into about 280, I guess. Every now and then, math. I was talking earlier about how I have recorded these at just about all hours around the clock, and I was thinking, the take our 2 pair here so that we have another option of something that's boosted. Let's see what a spectral pack gives us. Who knows? You could hit something big. Destroys 5 random cards, gives you $20. Or creates a copy of a random joker and destroys all other jokers, which would basically only duplicate this since we have only the one. I have never done Immolate. I normally play with a very large deck. So I'll do Immolate just because I've never done it. There are basically 2 things you can count on if I'm recording, if I'm playing, or if I'm awake. If we're real honest, if I'm awake, you can pretty much count on the fact that I'm chain smoking and that there's a cup of coffee nearby. Those are the 2 constants. Everything else kind of variable. I was curious to see what got destroyed. So we have the wild, that shows the effective cards. So it basically destroyed destroyed cards from each suit. We've lost a jack, an ace, a 9, and a 3. So, okay. Have to play 5. We move on. Not pretty. I'm going to discard and see if we can draw to something. And that did us no good at all. We're in lousy shape here. We need something. And we are not getting anything. This is almost looking like a high card hand. This is bad. And then of course I had to play 5, so I got nothing for my troubles. And now we're in kind of a hole here. In a bit of a hole. Not pretty. Still got a chance to get out of it, but that was not the prettiest thing ever. Only 1 discard left. Which way do we go? We have a wild that would give us a 4th club, but we don't have a lot of club outs either. Could play the pair. Something's got to go. We've got to use the discard. And we really get nothing, and we're going to lose the wild card to boot. We have to play 5 here to get anything. This may be a very short first game. I have the straight, but I don't think it'll score enough. How's that for close? Needed 600, got 612. We got away with it. That's what that was. That's called getting away with it. Gain 3 hands, but lose your discards, which would cut into our money, so this is probably not the time to do that. See if we can get a random joker out of the Arcana pack. Creates tarot cards, or 2 planet cards. Because we don't have the joker, we get a fool, we get a chance for a glass. Take the celestial. Let's take the flush, I suppose. Which we can then level twice. 2 for the price of 1. Still have a chance to go to a glass card. We could level 3 of a kind yet again. May need to do that because we're having no joker luck here, and that's a joker I really don't need, much less need to duplicate. We'll keep this on the low here. Pair of kings. And a 1 in 4 chance to destroy the card. And we could crash out of this. Let's see if we can get something going. Sometimes I flip so that I can see. Sometimes I flip so that you can see. Let's get some points on the board. Just about what we had to have. We pull a straight. I'm going to risk turning that to glass. Who knows? Might get a break. And did. And that helped considerably. Sitting on 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 2 spades. Not a lot of diamonds left. We're going to let them go. Got a pair. We'll take that. Inch a little closer. Do not have what we need here. We've got a possible straight. We've got a pair. The pair won't help us enough. It's only worth 60. We'd be a little short, so we'd need to pair something else. We're going to let all that go. I'm going to let this go also. Use that last discard and hope for some help. We did not get what I was looking for, but we're going to get out of it because 3 of a kind had been leveled. Or when I spent the extra money and leveled it another time just in case happened. We get very little money out of that. Is there a joker that will help? Played face cards give 30 chips when scored, or every played card counts. And of course now I've learned that that is incompatible, so I can't fire that. So we'll get more chips, at least. So not the best situation. Club's debuffed. I'm not too worried about it. That's for the next hand. That's not for this one. So let's turn those loose. Well, we end up with 3 of a kind. Might be a good time to just take that. And all the cards will score. And the face cards will give us extra chips, and that made short work. This is about as inside out of a way to play in terms of deck building as I've done in quite a while. Not sure I've been this backwards very often, honestly. Kings held, but I'm not going to want to hold them. Yeah. Could use another joker. Could convert to diamonds, turn something into a gold card, or we can turn something lucky. Let's turn something lucky. Base card already getting boosted. That one would be an extra boost. What else we got? I needed the random joker. Enhances 2 to Molts. Sure, why not? So we just need 3 of a kind kings now that I have leveled all of 3 of our 4 have now been leveled up in some form or fashion. Boosted, I should say, not leveled up. Not a lot to work with here. We're going to throw away the 6s. Everything played will score, so we'll get the 10 at least. Not a great start, but I'm hoping for something better to come along. We'll let that go since it would be debuffed. I think we have to play for the 3 of a kind. And we got it. Would you look at that? 3 of a kind pays 810 base, whereas full house doesn't pay nearly as well. We can let go of the 7 though. Not a lot of boosting, but enough. Just on the base there. Limping along through this. But some nice cash. Don't really feel the need to level the high card. 2 chips for each remaining. Be a lot of chips. We just don't have the multiplier right now is the issue. Creates 2 more tarot cards. Creates 2 more planet cards. I think that's the way we gotta go. Full house and three of a kind. We could level the full house here. Well, we actually can level them both. But we are really three of a kind dependent here. What do we have short? Aces, jacks, nines, threes, and twos. Don't often buy an extra card, but I think I will here. Instead, we get a queen of spades that'll at least give us some sort of form of mult, and we don't have enough now to buy that blue joker. Again, here, probably, as much as I would have liked that mult, that's a good start. The three of a kind. Two pair in hand. Two pair's been leveled once. Might go ahead and take it. But not firing any of the jokers, not really firing a whole lot of anything. We do see a straight here. And we'll take it, because we'll get a lot of chips added. More than enough to get through this low blind as we slowly play here. Mega Celestial, as we do have some cash now at least. Three of a kind. Let's level the straight. But again, it feels like we almost have to keep doing the three of a kind. It's not really a horse I want to ride, but maybe I have to. I'm not likely to let go of either of these in terms of discarding them. Could convert 3 cards to diamonds, but let's re-roll. Now we got a chance to go into debt there. We'll take the extra discard, I suppose. Adds a voucher, discards random cards. Again, I think it's just time to play. We'll throw away everything that isn't involved in trying to make three of a kind. And we end up with 3 pairs. Yay, yay, yay. We couldn't make three of a kind to save ourselves there. We'll let these go. Gosh, I need to kind of hang on to that probably. Another low scoring hand. Should have done it though, because it would have actually triggered. There's the three of a kind I wanted. I think since every played card counts, then these should fire some extra chips for us. Plus we do have a mult here. We'll let the 4 go away with it. More than plenty. Bada bing. And done. It feels like I'm playing in quicksand. Having to do a lot of thinking. This may not be the time of night for me to be thinking. We'll take that. Yes, please. I'm not doing that many re-rolls. Might go ahead and take the popcorn, because we do have the opportunity for a lot of chips. And so the mult is a nice thing to have when you combine them. Flush could be leveled, straight could be leveled. Probably best to do the straight so that we have a little balance and we're not quite so three of a kind reliant. And of course, we pull out the three of a kind. Have to play it. We might lose one of our 8s in the random discard. We did not, which is good. Got us right where we needed to be. Certainly. We'll take the chips here. Could push us over, and will. Needed to use the popcorn, but right now we're just trying to stay alive till we can improve some of the deck synergy. A Mega Spectral pack. I think that has to be. You don't get that often, so you got to take it. Wraith creates a rare random joker, but zeroes out our money. This converts everything to a single random rank and shrinks our hand size, so I don't want that. Not much choice here but to use Aura, and we get guaranteed that it would fire. We'll take it on the Queen. We got foil, so it's 50 chips. Now, converts everything to a random rank and shrinks our hand. I don't like that. We'll add the gold seal to the ace. Celestial pack. Or do we give up something? Like the extra discard, perhaps. And upgrade our hand. Feels like the way to go. Have a 1 in 4 chance to upgrade the hand. It's not automatic. Now here, because of popcorn, and we will want popcorn later, so this is going to be a place where I will take the skip. I don't really need that, so I'll hedge my bet. Split the difference. 2 pairs been level once, but 3 of a kind's awfully nice. We do have a flush, which is a lot better, and it would play off 1 face card, and we level the flush for doing so. So Space Monkey, which I feel like I have better than 1 in 4 luck with. Now we have 2 pair. We have an almost flush. Could give up something. Sitting on 4 diamonds, but sitting on 2 pair also. We will just throw away a random discard. Gonna have to take the 2 pair. Not a ton, but a little. And there's the flush. This should, I think, push us right up and over. And we level the flush again. Space Monkey firing 2 for 2 on the flushes. So we will have 1 more good round out of popcorn to get through this next boss blind. Chips for remaining cards, glass card opportunity, a lot of cash. Raise the cap on interest earned per round to 10, except we're not earning any interest because that is the nature of this deck. Level the full house, not really something I felt a strong need to level there, but okay. Creates a random joker, or we could add some cash. If we were to try to create the random joker, we would probably have to give up splash, and I don't really want to do that. So we'll just take cash and treat it like a reroll opportunity, which I will take. That'll level the flush. Ice cream is a lot of chips, and that might be a short term, because you have to have a handful of face cards. Well, if you played 5 face cards, it'd be 300. This would start out at 2, but so for 200, a hand would need to Now we can also flip that around and double the use of the popcorn too. We have options. We'll re-roll again. Add a stone when the blind is selected. Add this to Molt. The sell value of all owned jokers. Popcorn's going to keep diminishing. So 2, 7, 9, 10. I think we have to make that trade. So that adds 10, and it's a constant 10, as opposed to getting only one more go at it. This is an interesting. So it would double our chance, and it would really count toward upgrading our hands quite a bit. Also adds another malt there. I think that's where I stop with the rerolls. They're getting expensive. So let's see what we get. A pair, which leveled up. That's way more than you should get out of a pair of kings. We've got a lot of blanks, which I'm going to let go of. Have a wild card. I think we're going to be forced to discard here. Give up the diamond. Give up the jack. And we can flush our way here. Give up a malt, but get the flush, which has been leveled quite a few times now. 2 hands left. Got the pair of kings. But we also have the flush. Now let's see. This is the correct order. There's only one face card here. So let's rearrange that, and then we should get 22 malt, because this should fire twice. Be more than enough. It's overkill to get where we needed to go, but we'll take it. Through, and we carry on. Permanently gain 1 hand. There's not even a question of that, as slowly as we have gone here. Times 3 malt if the hand has already been played, and boy, we do a lot of that. So let's give this up, improve our joker. That becomes a 12, and then we can probably flip these. Flip the card shop and the swashbuckler, depending on, like, the first hand we would want. Oops. So what we move is this, because you can't have already played the hand. So I won't get the 3 malt on the first hand, so you obviously want swashbuckler there. Oh, looking to level something. We can level the flush. We're not in a great spot for flush draws because of the deck being shrunk. So we may need to do the straight instead. I don't feel as short on cards for straights as I do. We can duplicate something. We have more spades and fewer diamonds than anything else. More spades, fewer diamonds. So let's convert this. Should I have looked to see about 9s versus 7s there? Yes. Leaves me short on 7s, but it gives me more 9s, so it's kind of a trade-off. Could skip, but I think I'd rather have the skip down there. We don't have anything going away. Again, with the near draw. The near straight. Open-ended. I'm going to keep this because of the malt while it's in hand. And see if we can get to the straight. And we do. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll keep the heart. And now we have the straight. And a pretty good start toward where we need to be. Don't have the flush. Got an open straight again. Again, I'd rather keep the queens. Give up the 3 of diamonds. See if we get anything. Could take the 2 pair, although it's not paying great. But they're kind of sitting there together. We would not have gotten the 3 molt for playing something already. Not going to need it anyway. This will be more than enough. Leave everybody like they are. Nice little hand. And we limp along. Got a free shop if we're willing to skip. Don't have a lot of... We could add a couple of cards to a deck that's a little short. That's what I'm going to do, better or for worse. Now we gave up on, well, we do have the chips for face cards, plus that's a wild, so that's easy enough. And this is a wild. So it kind of, if you watch the effective number of cards in the deck because of the wilds, we now have effectively, because we have so many wilds, cards get drawn face down after each hand gets played. Do I skip or do I play? Because of Space Joker, I'm going to play. And again, with the open straight. Wouldn't normally discard this king. But I'm going to make an exception. We're a heart away, a 6 away, a 5. Well, we changed that to a molt. The world won't help us right here. Ay, ay, ay. If we get the 5, we don't need the ace. And we get to the flush. First hand, first time. Fire the molt twice, get half of what we need. Sitting on a pair here, sitting on only 1 discard. We gave up all cards score, so that's not a thing. Could convert something to spades here. The full deck has more clubs than spades and has the fewest number of diamonds. So if we did this, we'd make a Linus black. More than enough, and I should have rearranged which Joker would fire twice, but it's okay. It didn't matter there, and I knew it didn't. Maybe not the best time to use that, but we get a little more money for the remaining hands. Again, a bit of a trade. Back to the all 6s to double our probabilities, which would not be the worst thing ever. That is a guaranteed ×2 molt. That'd be awfully strong. And it might be time to let Space Joker go, because we're getting sort of late here. Straights continue to improve. Might be time. So that's what we're going to do, as much as I love that little space monkey. So we'll leave this, move that Right now that's doubling, but I think it would be better if this doubled for now. We could also look, but let's save the money. Cards will get drawn face down, so we could use a good first hand, and boy did we ever get one. Is there something I want to throw away? Yes, I will throw away the 6. Not bad. Now that 13 malt would have been better, but if I had moved it so that it fired first, it would have only been worth 10. Got a lot of low. Could that be a flush? Yes. But I'm gonna randomly discard. See where we end up. Now I know I don't have the flush. We play these 3 and hope for a pair. Tough call. That's what we're going to go with. We do not have the flush. We have a pair, and that's really all we have. And with that, maybe we have to give up on some things. So now, what do we actually want? I think we have to leave. Let's see. That would become 10. I think this is what we have to do. And we do have 3 hands in hand. Again, I don't think, and we only have 1 discard left. So we're just gonna play it and hope we get a pair. Got an extra malt, but there was no way to know. If I move this, it devalues that further. I'm going to save my discard and hope we get something, and we did not get anything. So now we're down to 1 hand. Down to a hand, we know that's a face card. That either has to be a king or an ace. We don't know what any of these are, so we're going to have to discard them. We're in a tight spot now. Out of discards with only 1 pair to play. Yeah, it's not looking good. May have talked my way into losing there. We know that that's going to fire a second time. Because we're going to have at least a pair. So we just play what we got. Don't think it's enough. Nope. And that's how we come up short and take a loss. Go back to the main menu just to see what our discoveries are. New jokers were found. What were they? The blueprint was a first. Swashbuckler was a first. Is that all of our new? It is. New spectral, which was immolate. That's all of our news. We'll go back and try again. We'll play the green again. Maybe it'll start a little stronger this time. See, here I'd love to skip, but we would need to do really well in order to be able... But we did so poorly with the Joker before. So let's play and hope we make enough cash to afford a good Joker. We get cash here, remember, for remaining hands and remaining discards. I'm just going to throw all this in the trash. Like a pretty good 3 of a kind. I'm going to keep the 9. Just a little over halfway. The flush is an easy call there. enough to get the win. We'll get a little bit of cash. 2 plus 2, I think. Yep. Should be enough to afford whatever the special joker is. Gives you a 10 mult. We're going to take it. We're going to take the spectral because why not? Creates a random copy that would create a copy of what we already have. Throw the purple seal on just to get something out of it. We paid for it. Might as well get something. We have a 10 mult here. Which will be nice. See, I told you it'd be nice. Moving along slowly. This feels like somehow that it's requiring extra thought. There's 3 of a kind again, but we also have a chance to re-roll. But we're so far out, shouldn't need that re-roll. We have so little going on here. We'll throw another joker in. I'm almost gun shy after the last game. Creates a random joker, and that's probably a definite thing to do. Face cards. Every played card counts. And a mult. We could convert anything to a face card, or we can make anything wild. And we have 2 opportunities. That's what this does. Joker, Tarot, Showman. Joker, Tarot, Planet, and Spectrals may appear multiple times, and you see very quickly 2 suns, 2 identical tarot cards appear in the first pack we open afterwards. For the extra chips, we've done nothing. Let's, I guess, weaken the 5, create an extra spade just to get the extra face card. And we move along. Could skip here if we thought we would pull enough cash. And we actually should. We got enough mult going. We get a straight to work with. Everything will play. There are no face cards, but it will 10 mult. Not enough, but not terrible. Face cards are going to boost here. Going to boost the chip count quite a bit. And everything fired twice, which made for an easy finish. Now we need something good. Need something good in the shop. Even cards. The benefit really, though, is really from evens and face cards. Let's level the straight. And we move along, and all the face cards are going to be drawn face down, so we'll know where they are. We just don't know exactly what they are. 3 pair and 4 hearts. I'm going to give up on this 4. Might give up on both 4s. So we now know that's a face card. But is it the right face card? We know we don't have a flush. Straights and 3 of a kind are all we can count on. So unfortunately, I think I'm stuck playing the 2 pair. But evens did repeat fire, which I wasn't thinking about. And so I sort of lucked my way in to finishing that one. What do we have here? With the blind select, destroy the joker to the right and add double its sale value to the mult. Now, if we wanted to start throwing things away, but I think the way to go here is to double our money, then buy the voucher to increase our hand size by 1. Then let's take a tarot card and see what happens. Looking for something that either gives double Terra or double planet or double planet or double Terra. Could convert to diamonds. We have bonus chips. We're most likely to be playing face cards, so that's where we'll put it. Alright. Normally I would do it because I want the jokers. That would give us free jokers. Do I want the 5th joker? How hard? No, I really need to play because I need to level something. Once again. Oh, we do have the flush. My bad. Unfortunately, we don't have it leveled. But the bonus malts certainly helped. 2 pairs should probably be adequate. Since 2 of them were, 3 of the cards were actually malt. And again, every play card counts, so we're getting the benefit of that extra +4 for even cards that are just being thrown in to throw away. Now here, so we have malts. We have the 2 holograms are giving us a guaranteed 20 malt. So I think it's ice cream. It won't last long, but it's as I refer to it, ice cream will melt. But it's not the worst thing to have hanging around. Could we let's go for, see if we get a bonus. And we did. And that now malts. So there's 30 malt for each hand. Glass, stone, or 3 to clubs could give up. Well, we only have 1 diamond in there. Chance to destroy the card. Sure, why not? Chance for it to malt, chance for it to blow up and disappear. 2 tarot cards here, but with this malt, I think it's worth taking the tarot cards. Creates random joker that we don't have room for. Makes anything wild. We have fewer diamonds than anything. So we'll make the diamond wild. Has more chance to combine with something else. We have more spades, and it's a face. But let's take 2 chances at 4 malts instead of 1 at 10. Well, that's attractive. Straights are our most leveled. I think that's probably the way to go. And we'd still be sitting on 2 pair. I'd say that worked out pretty well. It only cost us 1 hand of our ice cream. We ate that one quickly and got a fair bit of cash for it. I'm not a big fan of the stone cards, and it's doubled stone up there. Let's level something. Let's level something that we can use. Let's level the straight. And we'll spend into the 2 tarot cards. That creates a legendary joker, but what do we give up? Do we give up chips? I think we have to give up splash. And then find out what our legendary is. Kenio, gain 1 malt when a face card is destroyed. So right now it does nothing. Much as I hate it, I think I'll just double the money. I don't want to re-roll. Upgrades 2 pair, 3 levels. We'll take that chance. Kenio currently doing nothing. Play only one hand type. Don't love that coming up. I'd like an opportunity to get something leveled further. That something might be straights. This right now is basically doing nothing. Got a couple of evens. One face card. A lot of chips and a lot of malts. More than enough. Could use some planets, please. Didn't get them. Did not get the planets that I wanted. Didn't get much of anything I wanted. Could make another wild card here, because wild cards are nice to have. I'll take another crack at it. I needed more planets. Increase the rank of 2 cards by 1. We're low on 5s. Could make ourselves low on 4s. If you were watching closely there, you know why I did what I just did. I still need planets, and I did not get them. Would I rather have the 2 pair for malts? Not really. And ice cream is still very good. So we're going to have to pick a hand type and play it. Straights, 3 of kinds, and 2 pairs. 2 pair isn't terrible for this, but it is a fairly large blind. We do have a flush this way. So now we're committed. Only flushes will score in this hand. Didn't quite put us over, but we need one more flush, basically. We have 1 wild in hand, which would give us 4 diamonds. So what do we have the least of? We're going to throw away the hearts. Could just really throw everything and try to pull one of the remaining diamonds. Sure. That'll get us to the flush. Because it's a straight flush, it won't score it. A quirk of the game. A quirk I am not enamored with. So let's throw away what's in the middle. That's tough. That's tough right there. We're going to throw the 6. We'll throw this 5. And now it will score. That was ugly. Had a straight flush that we couldn't play because it wouldn't score. Got through it. Now we could turn that into a times malt if we destroy something. Flushes and straights with 4 cards. Awfully nice. Do I give up the chip count? Because we do still have some remaining chip count for a while. Don't have to decide yet. I can decide after we see what we get out of the tarot cards. We are low on 4s and we are low on 10s. We are high on jacks. None of which, well, we could give ourselves back a 10. By elevating these. Should have done that differently, and I'll show you why. Because now, see, I would have had an opportunity to destroy 2 cards with Hanged Man. Kenio will now boost. And I think we will give up Scary Face. And we will take Four Fingers. Because we haven't leveled flushes, but we have leveled straights. Is it worth 5 more here? Sure. Why not? Take the even, or do we take the malt? Even could, this could fire twice. Oh, they just, it adds 4 malt actually. But it does have the red seal and would re-trigger. So we'll go that way. Now, booster packs are free in the next one. Tricky blind coming up. No repeat hand types. So you can play 1 flush, you can play 1 straight. But again here, I want to play a hand or 2 or 3. Try to get some more planet cards. 2 pair has been leveled nicely and would be a decent start. We have not leveled the flushes. Oy. So evens fire twice, or fire extra rather. Is the move to give up the queen? I think we will. And we draw to a straight. And we keep the 2 pair in doing so. So, not perfection in the gambled draw, but certainly good enough. Certainly good enough. We're through the blind. Small though it was. Now we could replace ice cream with fresh ice cream, but this ice cream has a 10 malt attached. I don't need the crazy joker. It's hard to beat the 10 malt. So we're going to take some free cards instead. If we leave the ace of spades in hand, but this gets to fire once, and it brings a 4 malt if we play it. But I think we have to hold on to the ace. Could use another face card to eventually trash and boost Canio. Still no planet cards to speak of. We'll buy that and hold it. No repeat hand types. We have some options. We would have 3 of a kind there. We can make flushes out of anything. We can make straights out of 4 cards, but we don't have the right 4. You can make 2 pair, which is not a bad payoff. So each hand can only play once. So we raise these and get 3 of a kind here because we know we have it. And let go of the 2 in the process. Gets us started. Got 1 boosted malt out of it that then doubled. Is that enough? We still have, we lose, the ice cream melts 5 chips benefit away each time. Evens are good to play. We could take 2 pair. I think this is where we take our 2 pair. And see if it pushes us right up and over and we don't have to waste another hand. And push us it will. So ice cream is still doing okay. And it has some value, added value with the 10 malt. But I still need planets, which I'm just not getting. They are just not showing up. And really didn't get the planet I would have wanted. But easily enough take a reroll. How many enhanced cards do we have? Because vampire, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the diamonds. 1 in the clubs makes 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 there. There's a lot of cards that could pay off here. It just removes the enhancement. It doesn't. So it gives you a molt. And these are giving you 10 molt. Do we give up Showman and put in the Vampire? So he would fire first. Then Kenya will fire on top of him. What we want here is an enhanced card, which I found. Would I rather that card be a spade or a diamond? Well, we have a bunch of 2s. We're just normal on 7s, so I'm going to take the 7. I could buy this and hold it, but I think I'm just going to wait. Next joker would be Polychrome, and that would then kind of... You know, mults are great, but I like the hologram here, so really not necessarily worth skipping. Got a whole lot of well here. And we would like to destroy that and boost Kenio at least one more time. So what am I willing to give up? Flushes, unfortunately, have not been leveled. And if we drew the 6, you'd need to make something here. You still have the straight anyway. And discard those and see what we get. What we get is 2 pair, no matter which way we slice it. So we will play those. Now watch that Vampire. He removed the enhancements. He went to a 1-4. And Kenio multiplies on top of it. We do have a straight sitting here. Could have done that with 4 cards instead of 5 and kept spade around. But we wouldn't have made such short work of it if we had done so. Short work it is. Quietly working along. I need cards. Enhanced cards, most of all. Chance to destroy a face card. Because that would boost Kenio. I think we will go for the boost here instead. Well, that is another face card. What we need now is something that would let us destroy a card, but I can't draw to it anyway. Hearts would get debuffed, which we have a lot of. But I want the cash. I want to be able to buy. So we're going to gamble. And it is a gamble. I am certainly not certain. I am definitely not certain. We do have a straight here. And I believe that will remove that enhancement. That's what we're going to do. It did. So that makes the Vampire a 1.6 on top of the 20. Certainly a good start. Got enhanced cards here and here. I've got 2 pair that could be played easily. We'll throw that in because it is not going to trigger. The seal did not count as an enhancement, so it was not removed. We have 2 more hands to make 7,000. We do not have a straight. It doesn't let you skip. 4 fingers doesn't let you skip. It just lets you do it with 4 in a row. So we could make the flush, but we would not get a ton. We would basically get 35 times 4. 35 times 24. And 24 would be 36. Be 72. It would be enough, I think, to... I think this is more than enough, because with everything debuffed, we had enough malts. We came up 400 short, and we'll have to do this with our last hand. We have 3 discards, but I'll hold them to get the cash, because the 2 pair will be more than adequate. The vampire works on anything played, not just per card played, not per card scored. So now he's boosting almost as much as Kenyo is. And we do have some cash, and hey, we get a planet card finally. We could put the face cards back, but we would be giving up that 10 malt. So we will take this boosted... Actually, it did not remove seals earlier, so we'll count. We'll go that way because we know it's enhanced. Could double our money for 20. That'll give us room for a reroll. Oh, spend the 10. That'll make things cheaper. Now we'll reroll. Did not get anything we really wanted. We'll try re-rolling again. We'll buy the Hanged Man, because if we could get rid of 2 face cards, specifically queens and jacks. Do I want to re-roll one more time? Fibonacci is awfully tempting, because it is a 10 malt. Ice cream is diminishing. Ace 2, 3, 5, 8. Are they all fairly normal? Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. I think we're going to let... This might be the time to let that go. And we can destroy 2 cards too. Could also take cash here. We only get 1 hand at the end. So I think I want the opportunity to destroy some cards. What do we have in jacks? The full deck. We have 3 spades and 2 clubs. So we have extra spades and extra clubs. So we will use the Hanged Man. Give up a couple of cards. He's now a 4 malt. Probably shouldn't have done that when I did, because it wiped. But we'll do this because it's going to boost the vampire again. That did not go so well. Flushes haven't been boosted. Straights, 3 of a kinds, 2 pairs. I'm gonna take it this way. That was better, you could say. Worked out okay. Spades would boost. Take the standard pack. Try to get something else with a enhancement of some kind, or with a face card of some kind. Go ahead and spend this as we head to the 7th. I like chips. I believe that would count as enhanced. We could re-roll. Still looking for... So now I'm on the thing of, okay, there are 14 face cards, where there's normally 12. Those would all re-trigger. But I'm also trying to destroy them. Let's buy this and hold it and move along. Full house has been leveled once. 2 pairs, 80 is a base of 400. And the full house is a base of 90. The flush, still just its regular base. We're going to keep that. We'll play these, and we'll play this. I don't think it removes the seal. It does not. The seal does not count as an enhanced card. Not that it mattered. Let's figure out what we're keeping and turn it gold. Let's just say we're keeping the ace. Boink, 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 blunk, 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 and that's done. What I need here is a chance to destroy something. Maybe one more face card could go. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Retriggers all card in hand abilities, which is not bad. If only we had been able to level the flush, Smear Joker is perfect for that. Card held in hand abilities are sticking around, but I think we're going to have to re-roll. The seals don't get removed, so we'll take the face card instead. Could use the destroy 2. Emperor gives us 2 terror cards, and I think that's going to be the way to go. Hoping for something. We'll take a re-roll here, and again we can't get planets to save ourselves. Still can't get planets. So now we're kind of stuck. Kinda, sorta stuck. We need to do well, and we only play only one hand. Well, that says we need to play a straight, and we need to play a straight with something on the 3, 5, 8 end of things. We can play it with 2, so a 6 would work. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be ideal. And there are a bunch of 5s in the deck. Full house, what is our best base? Full house is 390. The straight is 720. So straight, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, full house. We want the straight, and we want the straight with, and this is the strange case of discarding something. We do have 2 pair there. Fibonacci will fire 8 molt. We need aces and 8s maybe. We do have a straight. I think the 8s will fire. I may be stuck doing some math here. For the moment, let's make that lucky because I'm pretty sure I'm playing the 8 no matter what. 2 pair here would be a 400 base that adds, well, that actually, the enhancement might go away. Vampire might get it when we play it. This one will definitely lose its enhancement. We know the queen can go. So let's see here. Aces, that's 22, 30. That's 38 if you just played it just like it was. That's 38 chips. So it would be 118 with a 5. Then it'd be 118 with 45. Or excuse me, 32 more, so 37. This will give me 10 to be 47. The 8s would fire twice with 4 molds, so that'd be 55. And then it would times 2 and times 4. So 55, about 100, 120 on, what did I say, 38? 119 chips. only be, unless I'm doing the math wrong, that's only 10,000. Straight, 90 times 8. And we have this straight. Minimum, we have this straight. We could play the ace to add the mold. I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to ditch the queen. And we'd have 2 there. If we drew into a 4 or a 2 and a 4, we could get the aces involved, but I don't think we can do that. So I'm going to let go of the 3. Because we have discards to use. Converting things to hearts doesn't help. 2 pair is 400. Not nearly as good as the 5, 6, 7, 8 straight. It may be what we have to do. So I'm going to let go of these. Full house is the least of our least beneficial. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. And hope for the best. I think we're short. But we'll see how my math works. We are not short. I lingered over that a long time, but that was a really long hand. Hey, a celestial pack. We can level something. Not a ton of cash. Face cards give 4 molt. That joker only fires on 2s. We're going to take the Jumbo Buffoon pack here. See if we get some stupendous magical joker. Times 4 mold if it contains 4 of a kind, and you get the 10 mold anyway. But, you know, straights being easier is great. It would give us another 10 molt, which then gets doubled, 2.5 and forward. I think we're going to gamble. So this will give you a molt and another possible molt. This is adding. This is adding. But we need chips now. That's the problem. We need chips. Or we need card. We need something. Because we have business to attend to here. I don't need another times 1.5 molt, honestly. I need something different. We got 2 pair. We could just roll with the 2 pair straight away. I think that is what we'll do. It did not remove the foil, so we do get some chips there. And really, I got what I wanted, which was another trip through the shop to try to raise the value of some hands or something. We'll certainly take a celestial pack. Flushes, 2 pairs and pairs. We'll take the flush. So now at least the flush has more value. I like where I'm at with straights. We could add here if need be, but I'm going to wait. Let's see what this gives us. This could be sold. I'm not as worried. Could use the Fool. Could use Temperance for more money. I need something that would give chips. I think we have to use the Fool. Level the flush again. So suddenly it's gone from not playable to okay. Might spend this 2 and let that sit around. Question is now, do I want a re-roll for another crack at it? I also do not like Violet Vessel We get 2 free jokers. I think we're going to play here so that we can do some card maintenance. Flush has now been leveled, and it's spades that are weak. Spades are still pretty weak. We could convert 3 things to hearts and get to 16 baseline hearts. I think we will use this here. Empress could add molt to something. So we would like it to be something in the Fibonacci, probably. I'm just going to go ahead and play them. I would run my hand based on what I see rather than see, I think 2 enhancements will come off. Yep. So we will triple the molt, then quadruple the molt. And if we could do that 4 times in the next game, we would indeed get through that blind. So we're headed down to the big blind here. To the boss blind, rather. Do I level the straight or do I level the flush? We're sitting on a good chance for a flush, an above average chance. Our deck has 60 cards. We're going to level the flush. Time to go all out, I would say. We'll take just about anything here. We'll take the queen, I think. That would give us 7 queens. We have 5 twos. What's the other? A 6. This would give us an extra 6 and another heart. So that's what we're going to take. I'm going to take the reroll. We'll store that. This gives me an awful lot of chips. Is there something I'm willing to give up? The 10 molt. It'd be an extra 100 chips. And with our molds, we don't have a huge chip count. Do I give up 10 to get chips? I think so. I'm going to level the straight flush because we can. Just in case. Because how sick would you be if you got where you needed to be and then didn't have it? No choice but to play Violet Vessel here. And we have the ability to convert 3 diamonds at our leisure. Now the straights are our best play. They're a baseline 1200, but the flush isn't far behind. So now straights and flushes are what we want. We're sitting on a full house, but that's not really all that good. Straights and flushes. We do not have a flush, and we do not have a straight. Could make a flush, however. And I think that might be the way to go. Because we still have another opportunity. We'd like this to be about 75,000 when we're done. It's much more than that. So we need another flush just like it. I'm going to take this one because of the 8s. Whoops. That would screw that up, wouldn't it? Almost screwed up royally there. Everkind has a 400 base. Do we give up the diamonds? We need hearts or clubs. We're going to risk it. Got a free tarot card out of it. We have the straight. We have the straight or we have the flush. We're going to take the flush and enhance 2 cards to bonus cards, which will get removed, so I won't actually get the bonus. We're going to take this flush because we get Fibonacci to fire a couple of times, 3 times actually, and that's what a win looks like. That is how you kick Violet Vessel's butt. If I told you I was not pleased by that, I would be lying. I am actually happy that we have beaten Violet Vessel. The vile thing that it is. Permanently gain 1 discard. Now we're playing with house money, kids. It's a freebie. How far can we push this? We have never discovered the full house. Might be worth it just to do it. Do the planet. Why not? Do we take the extra discard? I think yes. I'm pretty content with the set of jokers we have right now. We'll save our reroll. We can take a double tag. Let's just see. We should be able, I would think, to handle this small blind. We gave up the ability to make flushes with 4, so we're going to have to make it with 5. Darn. Fibonacci, Fibonacci, Fibonacci. Molt in hand. If we'd done that a minute ago, we would have had even more. So we'll cash out. We'll add to our full house. Destroying face cards would boost Canio. Destroying enhancements has Vampire almost catching you. Take a planet. Could level flushes. Could level 2 pair. But flush adds more. So we'll go that route. We'll take the tarot cards. No sense holding on to too much cash now. We have the win. 30 extra chips for bonus cards. I'm more likely to play the heart because of the number of hearts in hand. Wheel of Fortune could add hologram, foil, or poly to a card. Could make a gold, could make glass. Could enhance. Oh, yes, please. Because those enhancements would then get removed with the vampire, which could actually get possibly all the way to 4. Let's re-roll. Nah. We'll stop there. Go ahead and play this one. Because it's a chance to... We got 2 pair. Could throw that away and try to get the 6 or the 10. The 6 or the 10, or do we just play the 2 pair? If we played the 2 pair, we get 2 Fibonacci's out of it. But to play the 2 pair, I'm also giving up. Don't have a lot of clubs in hand. We're going to discard this. That's going to trip a free tarot card, which is good for 50 chips, but not much else. We did not draw to where we needed. We need the 10 to link all this together. And we drew the same 2 cards we threw away. That's discouraging. Couldn't draw to a flush. Couldn't draw to the straight. Try one more time. We drew the 10. Which do I rather have, the flush or the straight? 1400 versus 1200. I'm better off with the flush. Which we could do with the wild card. how does that work if we do that? How would that work? It gets rid of those and leaves us with an 8 and a 9 and a king and a queen. Or we just take the straight, keep the wild. So we play the straight from here. Don't get as much bonus out of it. Bonus mult, that is. We got more than enough, we just didn't get. Now we'll play it. Bang. Done. The vampire is 4 molting, and Canio is 4 molting. I don't know that I actually need that. Seltzer is wonderful because it would re-trigger everything. We're getting 2 chips for each card in the deck, and that's lasting a while. If we gave up Fibonacci, because it's the re-trigger of Seltzer I think I want. So we're going to trash Fibonacci. We're going to take the free joker and see what we get. We get 15 molt. But I need chips. I've got enough molts. I'm going to let that go. Buy this. Then fire Spectral. Immolate destroys 5 random cards in my hand. Destroy 1 random, add 4 enhanced, and that's what we're going to do because of the vampire. The more enhancements, the better right now. That's a wild. That is a seal that would not be destroyed. We're going to take the wild. I'm just going to sell that because I'm tired of looking at it. Discard 2 random cards. So the more we play, the better off we are here. We have a whole lot of nothing, a whole hot load of nothing in hand. Got 4 clubs, 1 diamond. We're going to let go of the diamond. We're going to let go of the spade wherever it went and try to draw that flush. Instead, we draw to a full house. Ah, there's our flush. We'll take it. We lost a couple of cards for our trouble. I should rearrange Canio and the vampire now. Good start, though. Yep, we'll rearrange him because the vampire is now larger than Canio. By rank, we got 3 of a kind. We do have another flush, and we'll just play it. Might just put us right up and over because, well, we gave up Fibonacci, though. That boosted the chips quite a bit and was more than enough. Could we get through another whole ante because this thing ramps up in a hurry here? Let's see what we get. We gain 1 hand. Yes, please. That'll help. Celestial Pack. Could level 2 pair. Could level the flush house. Level the pair, the full house. You know, with all the hearts that we have, 22 of them, the flush house isn't bad. So why not? Probably not playing anything with 3 hands or 3 cards or less too often here. Purple seal. We'll take the wild spade and move on. But now the blind gets larger. I'm going to go ahead and play it. By rank, we don't have what we want. By suit, we also don't have what we want. Got 3 of a kind. which isn't awful, but it may not be quite enough either. And it is not in the, yeah, it actually is in the even Steven. And we gave up Fibonacci. But that's a mult if it stays in hand. So what do we give up? We have fewer spades than anything. We could throw that away easily enough. I'm going to toss the club, try for the flush, and come up short again. And again, we end up with 3 of a kind. I'm going to have to waste another discard. We no longer have the 4 card straight, so that didn't really work either. This is not working as planned. We got plenty of things around that, though. 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, 8s and 3s. We got 7 ways to get out. I think I have to give this up. We get a full house. Still didn't get the flush. Might be better to play the 2 pair and keep the 1.5 mult. Here, if we play those. It's a lot of mult. And I'm going to go ahead and give up that ace. Everything will fire twice. It's quite a bit. That's kind of how you do it. Do not have the flush. We do have 2 pair. Do I give up the king or do I give up the 2? We've given up so many low cards. Let's give up the 2. That removed the enhancement, but not the seal. Everything fires twice. Still in pretty good shape, I would think. Could go 3 of a kind, could go full house. Full house is, what, 720? 3 of a kind is only 490. We do have the flush here, though. And that's what we'll take. We'll still have a pair in hand. I think this should be enough. Seltzer still has 5 more hands. We get 1 more round with Seltzer, basically. Barring a huge one, we get 1 more crack at it. And we'll need it for this big blind. Or for the boss blind. Lovers could give us wild. For now, though, I think I'll open the Arcana pack first. Create bonus cards. A 1 in 4 chance to enhance a joker. But most of my jokers are already enhanced. We'll just add the extra. Hearts are the things most likely to be played. Playing them then would feed the vampire, which is up to 5. So he's the way to go. Those are the way to go. This creates 2 planet cards. Or we could add 2 more bonuses. I'm going to take the planet cards. We level the full house. And Mars will level 4 of a kind. And that will be where we stop. Unless we'll stick that over there. Why not? Do we skip here in order to get Seltzer? And I think the answer is yes, and we'll just go ahead and go for it. We need 2.2 million out of 5 hands. We need 400,000 a hand here. And with the absence of the flush, we don't have that. However, we could make a wild card, which I don't think gets removed. I hope not. Otherwise, I'm about to be very unhappy. I honestly don't remember. Let's look at the deck. If we have a lot of wild cards, then I'm pretty sure it's not being removed. If we only have maybe the 1, maybe it is getting removed. Now that 5's been around. That 6 has been around. So I think I'm safe. We have fewer spades than anything, so we're going to make that wild. And we're going to find out if it removes the wild, if the vampire takes the wild off. It does. But it let us keep the flush. So it removed it after it triggered to give us the hand. And that's probably why I didn't notice. However, we are not making enough chips at this point to make this work. So yeah, we got I think we're in trouble. I think the extra large blind is too much, and the wall will prove to be our wall. We'll discard those because we're not going to get there. I got 5 hearts, so we'll take it. We can get our flushes, we just can't make enough from the flushes to get anywhere near 2.2 million, unfortunately. I mean, we got closer, but we would have needed that every time around. Play the hand. Seltzer's helping, but it's good for the rest of this round. But I don't see what we need here. Got 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 clubs, 3 diamonds. Diamonds are our best bet. So if we let go of the spades, let's see, how close were we? Because we do have the wild club. I'm going to let go of this club also. See if we can get to another straight. We do. Excuse me, another flush. But the scores are just too low. That in the end is the problem. The scores are simply too low. Though we gave it a good shot. Can't say we didn't try. We have a flush in hand with the 5 hearts. Using the 6 is probably better. We'll just try to see how we could maximize this. We know we would play the highest cards available. That would be these 5 right here. So we're going to let these go. See if we get any hearts that are better. We do not. This is as good as we can do, is with these 5. So we gave the wall, if we'd gotten almost any other blind there, then we would have had a good shot at making it. But I don't think we can get there. Nope. That was a bridge too far. It is a win, however. It is our new best hand. Our new round high score. 10 new discoveries. Not too shabby. And it unlocks something new. What did we unlock? Oh, Kenya, because we got him from the soul card. The abandoned deck, that's a fun one that you will see sooner than later when we video this. I've done this on my original, okay, and it is a challenge. Start a run with no face cards. You can add face cards as you play. We've spent enough in the shop to unlock something new. That is a new voucher plus 1 card slot available in shop. That's an attractive joke. That is a good looking card right there. That's a nice looking card. We added a bunch of things there. New Planets series, which leveled Full House. New Tag, the double. New Blinds, Violet, scored 6 times the base. New Vouchers, clearance sale was fired off for the first time. And new Jokers that were fired in that. Kenio is our new. We apparently had another new Joker, though. What did we get? The Family, the 4 of a kind, which we got and then basically turned around and resold. A win is a win. That would bring us to, what is that? 3 wins now? 4 wins, I guess. We've now won, I think, with 4 decks. And we have a new best hand. Our progress, our collection. Joker stickers, we have 21 now. Deck stake wins, we have 3. Fortune teller, which did it feel like we even saw fortune teller in this session? I don't think so. Felt like we got fewer consumables as well. High Priest is still my favorite. Saturn, my favorite. Have played Incantation quite a bit. And among vouchers, you know, if I see Grabber, I'm going to grab it. That seems like a good place to wrap this session up. I thank you for watching, and we'll get together again soon and play more Balatro.